guys, welcome back to our channel. This is Katie, Charlie and baby Julian, and we would like to welcome you to our Tuesday little chit chat video. First of all guys, I want to really apologize for funky sounds that you may hear in this video. I just got home and it's very windy today in Chicago, and the ice and snow from the trees and our roof is just flying around. It was really a hazard to get out of the car and walk all the short distance from my car to my front door. I was really worried that something's going to smash into my head. So yeah, that's perks of living in Midwest in the middle of February. But today I have a little chit chat topic for you. First of all, I want to make this disclaimer that I was inspired, and I was inspired by this topic by my dear friend Christina from Christina's Reborns. She discussed this in our Facebook group for Ramsey. It's a private group. And she discussed this, and she also made a video, guys, last week. So I'm going to link her original video because she's discussing baby Ramsey there. And I will get right back to it, guys, in a second. But I just want to put the link to Christina's video down there because she inspired me to make this video as well. I'm going to message her and I'm going to tell her that I made this video and that I linked her original video on her channel, of course. So anyways, the topic of today will be real babies behind the reborn baby doll sculpts. And as we know, I'll start with real-borns, okay guys? We all know that real-borns are the computer scans of a real baby transferred into the vinyl. So when you go to Bountiful Babies website and you go to real-borns, each sculpt, right there in the description you have a link where you can click and it will say go to more details and photos, and every sculpt of real-borns will show you the real baby that was inspiration behind that particular sculpt. I'm just going to show you Darren here for like really fast information, so you could see the real baby there and real baby and then a real-born Darren. So that's real-borns, and of course limited edition, the sculptors. Now most of the time the sculptors are inspired by multiple babies when they're sculpting the baby, but in some special cases, guys, as we know, they are inspired by one particular baby. Let's say baby Levi, very like one of the most famous sculpts by Bonnie Brown. He was sculpted by a baby, as we know, one baby in particular. Then baby Peanut, it's his sibling, Priscilla Lopez, another sculptor. She was inspired by a little baby and she sculpted the little Peanut after that baby. Before that, Cassie Brace, she did baby Elise. I'm going to insert these pictures are widely available on Google, guys, so I'm going to insert that picture. That's baby reborn Elise with a real baby. Of course that girl is already older on this picture, but those are like really like real children behind these sculpts. Now as we know, Bonnie Brown is now finishing baby Laura. I think she already finished. I don't know. I haven't been really like watching progress of that baby like very super closely. But I know that Bonnie Brown sculpted a baby Laura after Sylvia Aschiera's prototype artist child, her little baby girl. And Laura Lee Eagles, she just recently finished baby Charlotte, which is the portrait baby of her first granddaughter, Charlotte. I so love that baby. So these are the babies behind the sculpt, and I find it really fascinating looking at real babies and looking at these sculpts, how talented artists are, that they can really sculpt like these like close portrait, they really like these reborn babies, the kids, they really do look like real babies, like the babies that they were created as portrait babies for. And today, guys, I'm going to talk about baby Ramsey, because that was like the most peculiar thing, or the most curious. I was really stunned because I wanted this baby and I loved this baby ever since I saw it in clay when Cassie Brace was creating Ramsey. And now, for all new collectors and all new ladies who are not familiar with this sculpt, this Julian is a Ramsey sculpt by Cassie Brace. He is a sold out limited edition, and he's one of the newest additions in my nursery. While I'm rambling here, guys, I'm going to change him into this little set. This is actually the second outfit that I got for him when I started nesting for him. It came with short sleeve. It's still I removed the tag, but I forgot the little sticker. So I'm going to you know, Teddy is one of my favorite characters. I have like extensive line of Teddy, even with blankets and toys. Actually, I'm going to put his little toy here. I'm going to put these overalls with little fuzzy Teddy, and here is this little bunny in a pocket. This is a 3D little thing, and I love this. It's like really, it feels like a toy. So I'm going to put this on little baby Julian, and I'm going to just use a simple cream long sleeve onesie because I don't think that's the time for short sleeve yet here. So anyways, guys, I'm going to put Julian here. I hope you can see this boy. Oh my goodness. So anyways, back to Ramsey, baby Ramsey case. So when I saw this baby, I knew from the first moment I saw that this baby in sculpt, or in mold, or in what is wrong with me? When I saw this baby in clay, I really knew that I wanted to have this baby in my collection. I really like Cassie Brace's sculpts. They're chubby. They're very, very cuddly. And this thing looks dingy. I will have to change this in next video. I don't have a diaper on hand, so I will just, this will have to do. But when I saw this baby, I really wanted it, and I told a few of my friends, I'm like, oh my gosh, I really love this sculpt, this baby Ramsey. And I assumed, just as Christina said, that this baby was a boy, like Ramsey, a boy, right? I see a boy in this sculpt. There are only few versions of this sculpt that I see as girls, guys. Most of the time I really do see like a boy in this kit. And Christina brought this up in a group last week. We were chatting, and she asked the ladies, owners, like collectors who own this sculpt, she asked them what they thought, if they saw a girl or a boy. And for the most of the other collectors, myself included, we answered that we see a little boy in this sculpt. Christina has a girl version, and that baby really totally looks like a girl. I know there are a lot of collectors who are who can see both genders in all sculpts. I'm getting better, guys, but I'm still kind of like limited. There are certain sculpts that I can't see as girls or boys. I can see only one gender, and this is one of them. Or for the most part, I really do see a boy in this sculpt. So it was shocking when Christina, she got, well, if you go to original video, I don't want to repeat her story. I will, as I said, I will link her original video down in my description. I should put also the info card here somewhere. But when Christina was telling the story, she said that it was really, she really wanted to see the real baby Ramsey, and I thought she was kind of like searching for a little boy. But then she saw some post that Cassie posted on her wall when she was creating this sculpt, or she was introducing the sculpt, and she was addressing this baby as she. So that kind of caught her attention, and she was digging around and she was searching, and she found out, guys, that Ramsey is actually sculpted by one baby. I will insert the picture here. And the baby is actually a girl. Ramsey, a real baby that was inspiration for this sculpt, is actually a girl. So how amazing. I know that for some people they can see Ramsey as a girl and as a boy. As I said, I only saw a few versions. For the most part, really, I really do see a boy in this sculpt. But I really thought, okay, first of all, I didn't even know that there was like a Ramsey kid was like a portrait baby. There was no multiple babies that were kind of like inspiration for Cassie. Cassie really did sculpt this little baby after one single or one certain baby girl, guys. So how surprising. And so I just wanted to bring this up and tell this little story, because I know that a lot of ladies in a community own Ramsey sculpt. So I wasn't sure if they were aware of this, that Ramsey was actually originally, or the real baby Ramsey is actually a girl. But this is the magic of this hobby. We can make this baby whatever we want them to be. If we crave a little boy, we can have these babies as boys. If we crave a little pink baby, as I call it, little dainty princess, we can have these babies as baby girls. So this is variety, and possibilities in this hobby are endless, I think. And I'm going to finish this outfit, guys, actually with these little crocheted booties. They are adjustable. They came with these little inserts, so yeah, there was just something for a chit chat. I just really find these stories fascinating. I couldn't believe that Ramsey was a girl. I'm like, really? That's very, very surprising to me. But then again, there are ladies who see a baby girl in this kit, so they were like, well, that's not all that surprising to them. So I just find it really, really interesting. I really want to see the process that goes into creating these babies. My grandfather is a sculptor, and he still works here and there. He's 92 now, but he still creates here and there. And he has his studio down in the basement. The whole basement is turned into studio. He has a huge spot for baking. It's big as room, and it's like kind of like walk-in, because the temperatures are out there. He's baking from ceramics for the most of the time. So ceramics, they require really, really high temperatures for baking. But I've seen him to create all these gorgeous plastics and sculptures, and it's just amazing process. And the way that they really study, sculptors, the anatomy, human anatomy, animal anatomy. They really pay attention to the smallest details, and I think the more attention you pay and the more talent and gift you have to bring this detail from your imagination or from the subject that you are using as inspiration, your little muse, into the clay, into the mold, and to create a baby that looks just like that real life baby, that is amazing. That is a true talent behind this all. So sometimes I'm really, because for a lot of time we just buy these babies and we fall in love, and we don't question or we don't think like really, really deeply about all aspects when it comes to creating, because this is not only about collectors, of course. It starts with the idea, or it starts with that moment when sculptor sees this baby and they feel like, oh my gosh, I want to create a kit like this, either vinyl or a silicone baby. And it goes from there, the little spark that they feel, and they have this need to put their idea and to create, like, to make this baby. Basically, that baby is going to be here forever in form of all of these babies that have been created as a portrait babies of this baby. So I think it's amazing. I think it's a huge, huge honor also to have a baby to become like almost immortal. It's like Mona Lisa painting almost to me. Goodness knows, we may not be here in I don't know how many years, and these babies will still be here. So I find it like it's just amazing. It's something I ponder sometimes. I know that for some people they're like, think, what is she talking about, But really, I really try to look at these babies not only as little objects that I dress and I cuddle and I play with. I really try to look at them as creations of art, as pieces of, they are art. Not only the painting, the rooting, all the smallest details, but as sculpting as well, and everything that goes behind that. So that's just something I wanted to bring up today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little chat. I hope you enjoyed seeing pictures. I want to thank you guys for being here. We will be back this week. I'm kind of like sorting through stuff. I really am in a purging mood, so I don't know what will kind of like go in my head, but I may chat about more things this weekend. I do have a lot of topics coming, but I really need to prepare some structure, because I don't want to ramble in my videos for I don't know how many minutes and maybe bore you. So hello guys, for all of you who are sleeping, I'm so sorry. But yeah guys, so that's all for today's video. I want to thank you again for being here, ladies. I want to wish you a wonderful rest of your Tuesday, and we will see you in our next video. Bye. And baby Julian says bye.